Well, good morning and good afternoon. It depends on where you are. Welcome to another edition of this amazing distance learning journey. We're here with the Scientists in Action in partnership with the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, as well as Freshwater Live, a partnership with the Prince William Network and the U.S. Forest Service. My name is M. Chad Edwards. I'm happy to be your host for the day. I am an education specialist with the United States Forest Service. We have lots of other support. Remember, you are the real stars. You folks watching at home and in your classroom, you're the real stars. We hope that you're ready to have some fun, because in the education world, we like to think of fun as what you feel when you learn something new or applicable to your life. So be ready for that. We need your participation. We need you to speak up loud and clear when it's time to come to your classes. We've done a number of checks, so we know that you're out there and we're ready for you. When we are fully ready for you, we'll unmute you so we can hear you. Until then, please stay on mute. It's going to help everything to flow nice and smooth. All right? Let's see. I'll even give you heads up before you come, and we'll take some questions there. If you can't wait any longer and you want to get your question out immediately, pop it into the chat. That's always available to you. If you have any technical difficulties, pop that in the chat. We're happy to get to those as well. We have scientists here with us, and we also have scientists off screen. So thank you to Joan Carlson. She's a hydrologist with the U.S. Forest Service. She'll be answering some of those things for you immediately for that instant gratification factor. And then I'll introduce you to our scientists here on screen in just a moment. But I want you to know that this is Freshwater Live 2. It's a bit different from the first. Without taking away too much of the story, I want you to know that we're still going to go from forest to faucet. That story still exists. But out here in the West, it's pretty different from out East. It's a lot drier here. Back in the West, and back in the East, where I'm from, every time I sniff in, I'm almost taking a sip. It's so much moisture out there. Here, it's a little bit different. The altitude here, we're in much higher land than back in DC or on the East Coast, where we were in the Catskills for our first episode. And I'll tell you something about this high land up here. I'm not going to spoil it all the way, but these mountains out west, they're actually big enough to make water fall from the sky. They actually create weather. That's kind of blowing my mind, because now that I know our mountains are just hills. I'm going to introduce you to the scientists who will be answering your questions here on screen, because they're rock stars and they go with the flow. We have both a hydrologist and a geologist, so that's the rock and flow. Bob and Carl, please take it away. I'm going to jump off screen. You might be able to hear me later. You are stars. Please